Move. Move, cat. Hello. Today I wanted to go over a story that I wrote. It's probably one of my favorite stories. And it's kind of an extra bonus because I am also about to re-release this story. It's one of my favorites called the U.S.S. February. And it is another fan fiction. And I'm about to re-release it because when I first did it, I wasn't really too happy with the audio. This one is a different story in that it's a Song-Fic, which is a story that's told in between the lyrics of another song. And this particular song was called February Stars by the Foo Fighters, hence the name of the story. And I got the idea from this story, which is very typical with a lot of my stories, where I'll have one image that comes to my mind and I'll build a story around it. This particular story, it was just a star going across the sky of kind of like a polar Antarctic scenery. And that's where the story started. And at first, the story was actually quite different. The end was always the same, and the end and the song always matched up. And I knew that's what I was going to do. And I knew that it was going to be him saying goodbye to his family as his ship is plummeting to the ground. But the initial story that led up to that was quite different. The initial plot, I had this character trying to make it back to civilization in spite of the government trying to prevent him from reaching the ground because he carried a secret, or they had made a discovery. And that discovery was that there was life on other planets besides the Earth. And at this time, the government was, I guess, somewhat of a theocracy. And they didn't want this information to be released to the public because then that would show that man is not the center of the universe anymore, that he's not as unique anymore. And they were trying to prevent him from reaching or bringing back this knowledge. And I played with that idea for a while, and I just couldn't get it to work. And then it kind of fell into pieces when, for some reason, and I don't remember why, but I was like, well, why don't I kind of make it an offshoot of that old movie, The Thing, which was with Kurt Russell back in, I believe, 1982. And once I found that idea, it just worked. Everything fell into place. And with this type of story, it is actually a really difficult story to write because you have to get enough information that fits in between the lyrics, and then you also have to have the words kind of match up with the lyrics, so kind of the same theme, not exactly the same, and so you're limited in how much words you can squeeze into between the lyrics, and kind of actually the tempo and pace of how you're reading it. So it is very difficult to read and write. But I think I pulled it off pretty well. So yeah, it is a fan fiction of The Thing, except it's the Thing in outer space. And so this one is I've wanted to redo it because I wasn't really too happy with the initial audio, and I wanted to do new graphics because just doing space scenes are fun. They're just fun. And I also wanted to change the intro because my initial intro was really boring. I didn't like it. And so I had a new friend of mine do the intro for me. Really cool guy. You'll see his name in the intro. And I hope you guys like it.